Weekday mornings at 9 here on News Talk WSIC or listen on demand at WSICnews.com.
The following is a paid program and does not necessarily reflect the views of WSIC.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to About Town Small Business Conversations every final Thursday at 11 o'clock on WSIC. Welcome to About Town. You can find us on WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, or just say, hey, Google or Alexa, play WSIC on TuneIn Radio. I'm Jim Vogel, and I own IMU Social Media for the Skilled Trades. I chair the Lake Norman Small Business Network, so there's a reason why we're focused on small business every final Thursday. And for 1 hour, we feature awesome small businesses and solopreneurs. And I thank the mayor, the good mayor, and, of course, the good owner for letting me do this every Thursday, final day of the month, final Thursday of the month, because that's what we need to do, right? It is 11:07, everybody, and the temperature is about 78 degrees. It's going to get, hot. So stay in if you can and listen to WSIC. Listen, great things are happening across Lake Norman and Cornelius. Let me mention a few of them. The LKNSBN, the Lake Norman Small Business Network, meets every Wednesday at 9 a.m. at H2 Public House for a round of networking. It's a great place, great food, great drink. And you know what? We get comped coffee, comped waters. And last week we had about 66 professionals. Well, we had 66 professionals. We keep growing. It's really awesome. So please join us for Weekly Wednesday if you're a small business owner or if you're a solopreneur, anywhere in the 5 communities or all the way up to Charlotte, all the way down to Statesville, and right here in Cornelius. We'd love to have you on the air with a phone call, 844-788-3464. Yeah, better call in because I know I'm out here today, and I got some great guests I'm going to announce real soon. But 844-788-3464. We also have First Friday coming up on September 6th. That's at the Great Bourbon Bar of the Earth, Bin 110 here in Cornelius, 5:30 p.m. on September 6th. Again, Computer Support Group is going to be our host. He's one of our members. The Cornelius Town Hall is closed on Monday, September 2nd for Labor Day. Go figure, right? So all your garbage in Cornelius is going to be a day late, people. Make sure to download the WSIC app and check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube. Man, I'll tell you, the app's very easy to find. Google Play, Apple. So I want you calling in the hour. You can call anytime. We've got great people that are manning the phones like it's a charity. And we want you to be able to call in and say hello. Again, 704-844-3464. Remember that WSIC is always local, and the show starts now. Well, I've got some guests this morning. You're not even well, that was a quick break, huh? Guests this morning. It was awesome to have 2 wonderful ladies. One's a solopreneur, the other is a small business owner. But it's interesting because I'm calling this show the French Connection, because one was born and raised in France and has come to the United States. The other one was born and raised in Connecticut, and that's a story. Mom is French. American. Mom's American. Dad is French. And we're really looking forward to that. Clavel.
Jeanne.
I'm going to mess that up all the time.
It's okay.
That?
It's okay.
Is a solopreneur. She's focused on services and products for women. Born in Connecticut. She has an American mom and a French dad. I just resaid that. She is engaged to a great guy who we all know. And we're so happy he's happy. She is, as I put it, wonderfully French. Now, the second person I'm going to introduce is Valerie Mano. She has a life filled with family and international adventures. It's like, wow, it's like a book. Born in Bordeaux, France. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to practice that one.
Yeah.
Valerie has lived in the French West Indies before moving to the United States. Not only is she a successful small business owner, but she has a wonderful husband and family. And we're going to ask her all about that stuff. Most importantly, we want to center in a little bit today with questions about owning a business on an E2 visa. because you come to this country and they make you go through all sorts of hoops. And if you guys know me out there, and you do, I hate bureaucracy. I am anti-bureaucratic. I don't like rules. I don't like regulations. Don't like people hiding behind the inertia. And all of you out there getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, that's what you do. But seriously, our small businesses aren't bureaucratic. Our small businesses are desperatic, right? We work every day, long hours. And you know what? We're hoping that those of you who get a salaried paycheck or an hourly paycheck come and visit all of our businesses across the areas. So without any further ado, or as I usually say, a-do-do, we're going to go with Sean first. And I need to ask you why you do what you do.
Because I am going to help someone in some manner. My main focus is to be able to help single moms who are energetically and eagerly desiring to get rid of their debt, their financial debt, because they want to change their lives with their child or their children. Yet the most important thing, I think, women have dreams and they know where they want to go. And this will help her open up that door so that she can walk through and start living that dream while she's doing what she's doing.
Yeah, that's great. Because women are so important. Actually, women are much better than guys out there to run businesses. I spent about a year of my grad school work looking at women leaders and how they communicate. Studied Margaret Thatcher and all of that kind of stuff. And I became quite a feminist. When I moved to Raleigh for the first time, I was doing seminars at bookstores.
Oh, wow.
With women audiences, because I was a guy talking like a feminist. And feminist is a good term. Feminist is a positive term.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's really important that we focus in on our women businesses, our minority businesses, our veteran businesses, so that we can make sure that they get all the support they need from the entire community. Sometimes we forget it is not easy, right? So tell me about you. I mean, you can go back to birth. I'm cool with that.
Well, as you know, I was born in and raised in Connecticut. I learned to speak French and English until we were told that that was not allowed any longer by the school board because apparently it was hindering our learning of English.
Oh, being bilingual inhibit your learning. Oh,
this was in the 60s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that was not good.
You didn't have a nun, did you?
No, not at all. No, it was
the
public.
Dominican sisters. They were so sweet to me.
It was public school. And so the mentality was different, but we don't have to go into that detail. With time,
why not?
with time, we would travel to France, so we continued learning to speak French. And
well, we'll be back in just a couple of moments with more information from our famous French connection right after this.
More About Town with Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam. Coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the heat and humidity really going to be working on us again today. Plenty of sunshine as high temperatures get back into the mid-90s this afternoon. Feels like temperatures around 100, if not the low 100s for many of us this afternoon. Most of us will stay dry, just a low chance of a stray shower as we get into Friday and the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Our heat backs off just a tad. We'll still be hovering around 90, and we'll up our rain chances for a few of those pop-up thunderstorms each afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique,
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree, Lake Norman, and Mooresville presents Vegas McGraw on Thursday, August 29th. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with music starting at 7. The Langtree Live free concert series powered by Waves Entertainment rolls on this Thursday with Vegas McGraw. The Center Stage Alliance holds the Bluegrass Jam on Friday night. Bring your favorite instrument and come jam every Friday at 109 East Broad Street in Statesville. The Iredell County Fair opens Friday night at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. The 88th annual event, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club, features some of the best entertainment in the area, including go-kart racing, carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits and animal shows, the magic of Lance Gifford, and much more. The fair runs through September 7th. Gates and rides open weekdays at 5 p.m. and on weekends at 3 p.m. Tickets are $5, while kids 6 and under are free. Carnival ride tickets and wristbands are available at the ticket box. Enjoy the Iredell County Fair for 9 straight days beginning this Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. The town of Davidson presents the Music and Makers concert series on Saturday. Main Street businesses will feature handmade items produced by local makers. Take advantage of the social district and enjoy live music at the Crazy Pig Stage on 402 South Main Street in Davidson beginning at 2 p.m. On September 7th, see the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship as they compete on a custom-built course at ZMAX Dragway. The playoff opener features a two-moto format for the 450cc class and the 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement the moment the gates drop. The Super Motocross Fan Fest is a pre-race event taking place from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. where you can see the teams practice, prepare, and qualify for the playoff round and is included in the event ticket. Don't miss the biggest Super Motocross race of the year. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com or the CMS app for information and details. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
About Town continues now. Here's your host, Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam, on 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, good morning again. Good morning again. This is Jim Vogel. I'm not the mayor. The mayor has gifted small business in the communities 1 hour on WSIC, and we're going to take every single 60 minutes of that hour to help our small businesses and to help you understand what small business and solopreneurs are all about. Remember, call in, you people from yesterday at Weekly Wednesday, 844-788-3464. Make sure that you call in. Now, let's get back to tell us about you, Jeanne, and you had some interesting stuff going on. Let's hear what you got to say.
So when we were younger, I was one of 6, well, one of 7. We had one sister pass away, but, such is life. We would take turns to go to France for summer vacation. So we had to speak French and learn, and we got that culture, that French culture inculcated into us, which I think is good because that's all part of life. You're not just one focus, whatever. Then I lost my mom. My dad, after several years, decided to go and live in France, so we did. And that's when I met my first husband, who was French. He was very actively wanting to go live in the States. He wanted to get his pilot's license, etc. But he quit one job and went to another, invited me to go live in London. So we went to London. Then we got our pilot's license. He refreshed his because he was living in what was called Rhodesia and is now called Zimbabwe. And so I went to live there. I got my pilot's license. We flew all over the place. It was absolutely fabulous. Then we went down to Africa to sell drugs.
I hope it's a good kind.
Yeah, they were. They were legal. So that was yet another, focus on or opening horizons of the world, because living in Africa is totally different. And I enjoyed going to different countries and trying to understand the different cultures. We did finally move to the States, down in between Aiken and Augusta, Georgia. And lived on an airfield. He did pass away from an accident, unfortunately. And then I did get married again, and his passion was to fly. So we were right there on the airfield. So he got that. And then we were moving to Colombia, and the good Lord decided that it was his turn to go away. So here I was in Colombia. And then, do you know what shagging is? Because
Yeah.
I love to shag.
Nice. Got to find a beach.
Some people don't know what shagging is. And there I met my fiance now.
Nice.
So then he came up to here, and that's why we landed in Mooresville. And I just love Mooresville. It's just so open. There are so many networking groups, and it doesn't matter. It can be for moms taking care of children. They could be business. It could be fun, boating, all kinds of networking, which I find absolutely exciting. And everyone's just so welcoming. I love it.
Yeah, that's great. We're going to get back into the business side of you in just a few seconds. Hello, Valerie. Good morning.
Bonjour.
Yes, that too. Tell us about you.
So we moved in 2016 to the US from the French West Indies by choice. We were looking for a smart destination for the kids to learn a second language, and we loved the States. So we said, okay, let's go. Let's try the adventure. So we just landed in Cornelius, directly Cornelius, and never moved from Cornelius. So, yeah.
Well, welcome to Cornelius again.
Thank
Mooresville,
you.
Cornelius, Davidson, Denver, Concord, Statesville, so Huntersville. We're so blessed to have such a wonderful array of communities here. I'm glad you're here in Cornelius, though.
Yeah, we love the area.
Good,
yeah.
good. What kind of cultural differences hit you in the nose when you do your day-to-day?
The food, the way of life. Because we were in the south of France, and it's not the way of life we have here. So we take time. For lunch, we have 1 hour and a half to 2 hours, even at school. So we don't eat at 5 p.m. We eat around 8. So
wow.
it's a big thing. But we have a snack at 4,
Yeah.
So no, it's completely different, but we like it.
Yeah. What kind of food are you eating here that you like?
We cook. We only cook. So French, yes, of course.
Yeah, that's good.
French
There's
food.
nothing wrong with that. I'm coming over for dinner. Just let me know.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, why do you do what you do? Because you've had all sorts of adventures, physical therapy, right?
Yeah, so
And
physical
you're-
therapist is my profession. So I study for that, but unfortunately I cannot work in the US. I have to go back to school. So I said, no, I'm done with school. So we had to find something else. And the only thing to get a visa was to buy a business. So we were looking for a business to fit all the requirements for the immigration, and we found fully promoted like Norman. So we didn't know anything about embroidery, screen printing, this kind of thing, but we learned. And now I enjoy.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun with that. You
Yeah.
have a lot of fun with that. Well, Sean, did I get it right this time?
Oh, you're getting
I'm
better
getting
and
better.
better.
That's a tough cookie because all I see is Jeanne here when I look at this. But you can call me Jacques. Is that what my name is in French? What's James?
James,
French.
yeah,
Is it Jacques?
It is. I think it is Jacques.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Jack. Okay. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
call me. You can call me Jack. You can call me Larry. I don't care. But
I'll call you Jim.
that would actually be nice. Well, tell me about what you're doing now, because you're doing kind of an array of things. Skincare. You still working with Redon Fields?
Yeah,
You're still working with health.
yes.
Oh, but it's all focused on women.
Well,
So tell me more.
well, almost, because skin doesn't just focus on women.
No, it doesn't discriminate. No,
No, it doesn't.
everybody has some.
So, therefore, anyone who has issues with skin, it doesn't matter. Rodin and Fields is going to be able to help with that, whatever their issues are. And because of their business model, it changed where it's a direct sales, but you can't build a team. They're now called an affiliate. So I have my customers, I help them because I'm so grateful for them helping me do my business. And so I'm going to continue helping them. I also health and wellness is so important to me. So I decided I would join another health and wellness company called Live Pure. And the ingredients are as natural as possible. And it's all about detoxing your body, because we breathe, eat toxins all day long. There are ways to be able to detox your body healthily. Energy for all kinds of sports. If you do your own personal and exercises, your kids' high school focus on their sport, college, even Olympics can go through those things, and all different issues that one can have. We help.
Wow, you have an action-packed day. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
What's your typical day, Valerie?
My typical day?
Typical work day.
I wake up early, of course. Yes, and I take my bike, go to work every day by bike, yes. And I spend all my day until 5, 6 p.m. At the store, so no break. So, and enjoy doing what I'm doing at the store, talking with customer. I love that. I love that when they come in and we can talk about everything, and of course embroidery. And after, as soon as I go back home, it's cooking until it's done and everybody can sit around the table. It's very important that everybody sit at the table at the same time. Yeah,
that's very cool. You say we will talk about the LK and SBN a little bit later, but I got to make the announcement now a little early that Valerie is our September Small Business of the Month, and she is eligible now for our December Business of the Year Award, which is really, really cool.
Wow, thank you.
And really the best thing is that you have been around our meetings regularly for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I remember you used to bring the bike over to we were at the over in East Cornelius.
Yes.
And you always had that very, very friendly, helpful, supportive aspects of you that's never changed, only gotten better. So we really, really, really appreciate all of that.
Thank you.
Very focused. But there's got to be more cultural differences besides food and language. I'm sure traffic's different. I'm sure the government's different. I'm sure all the rules and regs are different.
Yes, all the rules, and that it was the hard part to learn, invent for, all accountant, financial thing, everything is different. So that it was the hard part to learn. But we knew that. We knew the rules before coming. So, and we want to be part and to live with the culture here also. So, and so we try to fit in the community and live like the other people. After France is just inside the house,
Yeah,
so.
Well, after the break, we're going to get a little personal and ask about your kids. I know you got some, and you have some too. Right?
I have one.
Yes, yeah. Well, that means all four
and
of
I have
you
bonus.
will be mentioned. And again, we're really glad that you're here today. 844-788-3464. Call in, please. And again, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, owner. We really appreciate the opportunity. We will be right back.
Back with more of About Town, hosted by Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam. Straight ahead on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the heat and humidity really going to be working on us again today. Plenty of sunshine as high temperatures get back into the mid-90s this afternoon. Feels like temperatures around 100, if not the low 100s for many of us this afternoon. Most of us will stay dry, just a low chance of a stray shower as we get into Friday and the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Our heat backs off just a tad. We'll still be hovering around 90, and we'll up our rain chances for a few of those pop-up thunderstorms each afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi,
This is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
This is North Carolina Senator Vicki Sawyer. Join me on Fridays at 11 a.m. for our show, We're Just Saying. We'll discuss state and local politics, and as always, take your calls here on News Talk WSIC.
Does your business provide coffee for employees or customers? Black Powder Coffee can supply you with fresh roasted coffee, a variety of daily signature blends including flavored coffees such as cinnamon roll and Kahlua and cream. We even have bourbon-infused coffee in collaboration with Southern Distilling Company. Visit blackpowdercoffee.com or stop by and see us at 261 Rolling Hill Road in Mooresville. Black Powder Coffee.
Temperatures are heating up, but the prices are cooling down at Randy Marion Ford Lincoln here in Statesville. How about this? Over $8,000 off F-150s. That's the XLT trim, that's the Lariat trim, that's the Platinum trim, that's the Limited trim. That is the Crew Cab, that is the Super Cab. You name it, Randy Marion Ford. We got it right here in Statesville at a big discount on F-150s. Again, over $8,000 off. Come see us today, I-77, exit 49B.
Looking for a large private room for your next work function? Or maybe you need a place to bring the whole family for a delicious meal? Pomodoros of Mooresville has the perfect space for your crowd. Book your next event at Pomodoros.com.
Breaking news, expert analysis, and the stories that matter most, all in one place.
I totally acknowledge seeing flames is a scary situation.
WSIC News Talk Now.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Dollar General needs a bigger turnaround. It's facing more competition on price from places like Walmart, Aldi, and other retailers, and it's only expecting its comparable sales to rise at most a little more than 1.5% for the full year. Retailers have said we are buying mostly essentials now and spending for trendy new things only when they're affordable. The man who helped revive Barbie for Mattel seems to be making progress at doing the same thing for the Gap and its brands. Old Navy saw its comparable sales last quarter rise faster than Wall Street expected. The Gap saw a boost too, not quite as much though. Progress at Gap's other brands was slower. Banana Republic's comparable sales were flat. They fell at Athleta. On Wall Street, investors moved past their disappointment that AI chipmaker NVIDIA doesn't see its sales this quarter as high as Wall Street had hoped. The stock averages, though, are rising 2/3 to 1%. The Dow up 251, the NASDAQ 201, the S&P 40. Joan Doniger, Bloomberg Radio.
We are back with more of About Town with Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Hello, everybody. I'm back. This is not the good mayor. This is Jim Vogel. How are you? Good morning again. It's 11:34. Set your clock. And it's 85 degrees outside. The next time I tell you it's going to be 100. The next time I tell you it's going to be 105. You know, welcome to the South where mosquitoes are bigger than Renaults. Pretty funny, huh? Well, you know, one thing you did not know is that I did own a Simca.
Oh, you did?
I did, a 1970 Simca.
Here in the U.S. of A?
Here in the U.S. of A. I had it 2 years, paid $600 for it.
Wow.
It was my little go-to, little red job. I had a really nice car that I kept out of the winter and drove the Simca. You know what? You know why I stopped driving the Simca?
No.
You could not get a water pump. When that water pump went, the Simca went.
We weren't here to be able to be that
this
connection
was
to get you another one.
1977. And this was a 1970 Simca. So it was really cool. You know, I really enjoyed it. And of course, I didn't mind driving a manual, so it was just a lot of fun driving. But see, I even had a French car.
Superb.
Oh, oui, right? Is that what they say? Anyway, we're back with the French Connection. And again, let's talk about kids, because I know that family's so important to all of us. Valerie, tell us what you got going on with kids.
So I have 3 daughters. So 2 were born in France. 1 was born in the Caribbean. So, yeah. So now they are 24, 22, and 16.
Wow.
So the 24, Charlotte, so she's now a teacher with CMS in a French immersion class.
Go figure.
She teaches second graders, and she enjoys it, and she will get married next year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Chloe, so she's almost 22. She's a senior at UNC Charlotte. She has a major in biology and a minor in chemistry. So, and she plans to do a master next year. She wants to do research or maybe forensics, biology, things like that.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, and so Lily, she will turn 17 at the end of September, and she's a senior high school.
I gather they're both fluent. All three of them are fluent in French and in American.
Yes.
American is in English.
No, it's not.
Don't look at me with that tone of voice.
Oh, and Connecticut isn't North Carolina. We'll just go there.
No,
but,
we won't go there either.
Completely
No.
different. But it's great because you're going to have to learn grandmom probably in French in a couple of years. That's my guess. That would be very cool.
I think it was meant to be, yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a family. You've got the son or daughter.
So I have a daughter from my first husband, and she is 31. She's up in Brooklyn. She lives in Brooklyn and works not far from Wall Street in an architectural company called Hendel. So she's been there since 19.
Wow.
Yeah.
That commute just across the bridge
Just
is
across.
Not fun.
Well, sometimes she used to take the
I love New York
ferry,
City.
and she does too. And she's
that's
living
great.
with this young man. He is of Turkish descent. His father is Turk and his mother American. And the sweetest guy. I just love the two of them. They go so well together.
That's great.
Then because I got married a second time, I have two lovely bonus daughters. And now Keith has a daughter as well. So that's another bonus daughter. And with two, I forgot, Benoit, my first husband, well, how could I forget her, has had a first daughter, and she's living in Durban, and she has a son. Absolutely fabulous young lady.
Yeah, Keith's a good guy. We met Keith. He's one of the good guys. So you're very, very lucky.
I am so lucky.
Yeah.
Merci, mon Dieu.
What is that in English?
Thank you, my Lord.
Oh, yes. Thank you, my Lord is always correct. Now, do you guys have mentors, or are you mentoring anyone that has the French connection?
What do you mean?
Well, there's many people that come to the States. I'm sure more than just you two are French American or French, right? Have you met any of them through social? I know that France has a Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
I think the biggest one's in New York City. So, have you touched base with anybody that, tell us more about that, Valerie.
Yes, so when we first moved, so we said, okay, we don't want to meet French people because we want to learn English, And of course, the first lady we met in our neighborhood, she's French, of course. So
of course.
It was the beginning. He said, we have to speak French. So after we find a group, it's, I don't remember the name, so they met in South Charlotte once a month. It's like
Alliance
a French
Française?
meeting. No, not Alliance Française. And so it's a young lady from the South. And so all Francophone or people who want to speak French and French people meet once a month. But the traffic is too bad, so I don't go anymore. Yeah. So, and just like that, so we take connection. I met someone from the French American Chamber. So she was from the same village as my husband. So it was funny. So we stayed in touch a little bit, and now she's back to France. So, but the word spread. So I met Jeanne because of your networking.
Good.
James Carra with Spectrum.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a good
he
connection.
introduced us to Angela.
That's
Angela
right.
Yao.
Yeah.
And Alex.
Yeah. Wow. That's right.
I did meet a young lady who, through a networking event, who is absolutely crazy about learning French. So we tried to get together so that I could help her and teach her a little bit. But her schedule, my schedule didn't quite work. So I do encounter some people like that.
Yeah. That's great. I got to learn from you guys some common French sayings so I can use them to impress people,
Okay.
But let's talk about the challenges of the E2 visa. Now, I really didn't know much about it, but me, I'm going to go research, right? And there are so many challenges to having a U.S. E2 visa. You've got to show business success all the time.
Yes.
You have to show financial health. You have to show tons of documentation. You have to show funding sources, business plans. You got to river dance. I mean, what the heck?
Yes, I know.
I mean,
it's
and
a
yet
pain.
we've got next door to you, or down the block, that business doesn't have to do anything. They can play golf on Wednesdays, right? Why is this so hard?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, we're
but
going to
they
work
ask
on this E2 thing. Me and bureaucracy, we're going to work on that.
No, they ask a lot. They ask a lot, and the worst part is we can never get a green card. So it's a never-ending situation. It's
Every 2 years?
Yes, and now they switch to 4 years. So
Okay,
the next time I will apply, if it's approved, it will be for 4 years, so that it will
good.
be better. But I have to do it next year.
But you can't get a green card for what reason?
Because it's just an investitor visa, and the investor visa don't give you a green card. That's it. You have to renew, and each time you have to renew, you don't know if you will be approved or denied. So it's
and when you get denied,
you cannot come back to the U.S. because you have to apply outside of the country. You have to go to an embassy. And last year when we did it, we were stuck 5 weeks outside the U.S., so without knowing if we will be able to come back or not. So that's, you don't know. So it's a very
so the
big
business
pain.
is still running.
Yeah.
And they are out. The whole family is out. They cannot come back if they don't get that visa.
Yes, I have a friend. She's stuck in Paris since November last year. It was denied, and the attorney doesn't know why.
It's no wonder why we have so many internationals crossing our border, because they get in and they don't have to really do all the things that you do legally. And that's a challenge. Not that we don't welcome people into our country. We want that. But for you guys who have a business, who are truly committed to the community, that just ain't right.
Pay taxes.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I'm sure you pay more taxes than you think you do. I mean, that's just... But the secret of success is your stability and your focus.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very, very proud of you, Valerie. You've done a great job. I mean, I couldn't deal with all that.
Sometimes...
They'd probably throw me out of the country if they knew my business sucked like it does. I mean... But seriously, that's not a good thing. But I wanted people to be educated about all the different kinds of people that come in to the United States that have to prove themselves all the time.
All the time, yes. And for the kids, when they turn 21, they cannot be under my visa. They have to go back to their country. Or they have to apply for a student visa, so international at the university, out of state, and everything you can face. So, but it's the only...
I don't know how we can fix that, but there's got to be a way where we can at least make the conditions more palatable, to do that. Because success is already hard enough. You're a woman entrepreneur. You have language, problems at times, right? If I talk fast, you won't understand what I'm saying, and to have that challenge on top of, I mean, there's got to be pressures and stress whenever you're dealing with the government, in this situation. And it just ain't right. We're going to let you go for a few minutes on a break, and it's 11:44:36. Make sure you check that watch. It's going to be 127 today, people, and we'll be right back.
There's more About Town with Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, the heat and humidity really going to be working on us again today. Plenty of sunshine as high temperatures get back into the mid-90s this afternoon. Feels like temperatures around 100, if not the low 100s for many of us this afternoon. Most of us will stay dry, just a low chance of a stray shower as we get into Friday and the upcoming Labor Day weekend. Our heat backs off just a tad. We'll still be hovering around 90, and we'll up our rain chances for a few of those pop-up thunderstorms each afternoon. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree, Lake Norman, and Mooresville presents Vegas McGraw on Thursday, August 29th. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with music starting at 7. The Langtree Live free concert series powered by Waves Entertainment rolls on this Thursday with Vegas McGraw. The Center Stage Alliance holds the Bluegrass Jam on Friday night. Bring your favorite instrument and come jam every Friday at 109 East Broad Street in Statesville. The Iredell County Fair opens Friday night at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. The 88th annual event, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club, features some of the best entertainment in the area, including go-kart racing, carnival rides for all ages, competitive 4-H exhibits and animal shows, the magic of Lance Gifford, and much more. The fair runs through September 7th. Gates and rides open weekdays at 5 p.m. and on weekends at 3 p.m. Tickets are $5, while kids 6 and under are free. Carnival ride tickets and wristbands are available at the ticket box. Enjoy the Iredell County Fair for 9 straight days beginning this Friday at the Fairgrounds in Troutman. The town of Davidson presents the Music and Makers concert series on Saturday. Main Street businesses will feature handmade items produced by local makers. Take advantage of the social district and enjoy live music at the Crazy Pig Stage on 402 South Main Street in Davidson beginning at 2 p.m. On September 7th, see the top riders from the Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship as they compete on a custom-built course at Zenax Dragway. The playoff opener features a 2-moto format for the 450cc class and the 250cc class, promising plenty of drama and excitement the moment the gates drop. The Super Motocross Fan Fest is a pre-race event taking place from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. where you can see the teams practice, prepare, and qualify for the playoff round and is included in the event ticket. Don't miss the biggest Super Motocross race of the year. Visit CharlotteMotorspeedway.com or the CMS app for information and details. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Call now to speak with Cornelius Mayor Woody Washam at 844-STUDIO-4. It's About Town on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, good morning again. Oop. Here we go. Good morning again. Oop. This is Jim Vogel, WSIC 11 to 12 every final Thursday with our small business conversations. I'm so pleased to be here. And again, if you call for the mayor, he is probably working at the town hall. He has given us the opportunity, along with our great ownership here, to give us an opportunity to present our small businesses, because you know what? 15 years ago, no one cared about our small businesses. Oh, it was all about the big hospitals and all the money and taxes and the dealerships. And everybody was like, well, what about us? So when I first got into this, I said, that's it. I'm in love with small business. I'm in love with people who've got guts, who really focus on opportunity, who 24/7, 365 are improving their businesses. And, you know, I became a spokesperson. And, of course, you know, I'm a spokesperson for prostate cancer. Guys, get that PSA tested. That was a stunner. And I'm also a spokesperson for long COVID. You do not want it. It was worse than prostate cancer. I was sick for 4 months. Get that shot. Well, if it's bourbon, that's okay, but get the other shot too. It's very, very, very important. Well, as we finish this whole thing, I got to ask you guys some group questions, right? On how did you find the LK and SBN? How did you find the Lake Norman Small Business Network?
Through another, well, in fact, it was through my paying BNI group.
Oh,
there were
thank you, BNI.
There are some people who are part of the LKN SBN as well.
Yeah.
So I, being new, because I'm in this area for a little over a year, I said, okay, I need to get out and meet other people, because that's what you do as a networker. You have to meet people. And I love meeting people because I love helping them. And the more people you meet, the more you can say, oh, I know a guy who can help you. Yes. And be it someone who's not a networker, or is a networker who needs that person over there, you can connect them. I find that incredible. I love it.
Yeah, we actually call it the Circle 400, where there's 400 people that you're going to meet this month. Next door neighbor again, a lady at the bakery. Hi, Barbara at Publix. Love you.
Yeah.
All these people, if you just say hi and smile.
Absolutely.
Then it's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who knows you. I got a guy, I got a gal, right? Which is what the Lake Norman Small Business Network does. It's what the Chamber does, too. I really appreciate you, Bill Russell, if you're listening. But bottom line is, B&I's welcome in our group. Blues welcome in our group. Leads are welcome in our group. Many service organizations like Quanians and Rotarians, they're in our group.
Yeah.
We love everybody. Doesn't make any difference who you are or what you're about. Now, I can't have Mr. Hendrick or Mr. Marion come in here to our meetings because, geez, they're just a little bit different as far as what they own and what they do.
Yeah.
But if you're a little guy like us, man, we rock and roll.
Absolutely.
So how did you find out about us, Valerie?
Through the chamber. It was before COVID.
Thank you, Chamber.
Yes. And after I stopped coming, I just came a few times. And my employee went several times with her personal business. And she said, oh, we have to go there. We have to go there again. I said, okay, I'm not a BNI member anymore. So because it was at the same time, I said, okay, now I want to go to this one. And
thank you.
And I'm very happy I chose this one.
Good, good.
Yes.
Now you get a chance right now to tell us about your business.
Yeah.
Your address, your phone number, if you have a website.
Yes. So it's fully promoted like Norman. So it's a franchise. We do all
fully promoted.
Yes.
Yes.
I know nobody understands when I say the name.
No. I just wanted to so that I could understand.
No, but it's great. So we do branded apparel and promotional items.
Like shirts and stuff?
Yes, embroidery, screen printing, heat transfer, all kind of decoration on apparel, accessories, everything. So we want to be a one-stop store for businesses so they can do everything they need with your logo on it. The thing is, I like working also with small businesses, and so when they come to see me, we can find a solution for just a couple shirts, because most of the small businesses, they don't need 10, 20, or 100 shirts. And when you go online, you only find, minimum is 12, 15, 20.
Right.
Yes. So they can come to see me, and because I know what is it to have a small businesses, but they need to advertise also their small business. So, yes. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. What is your address?
So I'm on Jeton Road, 19420. It's the same building at the Waterbean Coffee. Waterbean.
Very
Waterbean?
good.
You understand?
Waterbean, yes.
Yes. So 2 doors down. So
Good,
not
good.
too far.
Yeah, you're right up the street on Jeton.
Yes.
Very, very good. Phone number?
704-987-9630.
One more time.
704-987-9630.
You can find a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool ideas for marketing. And of course, we're going to have a show set aside for those challenged by the advertising challenges here in Cornelius, here everywhere, from Lincolnton all the way to Mooresville, on sign placement and the challenges of that. But that's not today. But I know that you're involved with that challenge as far as putting stuff up and being challenged sometimes by people who tell you to take stuff down. Well, we just got to have that signage up, and we're going to talk to the mayor and to other people about it as we go along, and really appreciate it. Now, you are located in Mooresville.
I am, but I do want to put a plug in for Valerie, because she has an eye on the colors. So if you have an issue and you don't know how to, what colors to use, etc., vis-a-vis of your logo, well, she can just tell you and help you on that without even looking very hard. We were chatting, and she gave me a great piece of advice. So she's a great
What's that advice?
Connector.
I got to know. The
It
world's
was the
got to
color.
know.
It's the
on
color.
colors.
Yeah.
Good. I'm colorblind. This is actually a purple shirt.
Yeah. It's a nice purple shirt.
I said, should I wear my convict uniform today? And I said, no, I better not
So
But,
I'm in Mooresville, and I work from home. Because I'm a network marketer, I work in direct sales. I can work from anywhere.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
So,
cool. So we're
yeah.
we're glad. You want to give any information as far as phone numbers, address, anything that can help everybody out there?
So
They
getting
need you?
together, my phone number is 803-640-4771.
One more time.
And that is 803-640-4771.
Great. Mine is 1-800-GOOD-TIME. I saw that in the Shell station, and I really, really wanted to say that. For a good time call, 1-800-JIMBO. But no, I'm kidding. But you got to have fun, right? But, gee, that went off really well. But
you would.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that you guys came today.
Thank you for
that you bring the
Merci
French
beaucoup.
connection to what we're about. And again, do you have any networking tips for people that maybe have not gone to the networking arena? Anything that you can think of? And I'll go with you first.
Just
Jeanne?
to be open and not afraid, just open-minded, and be curious. Open connection. And it doesn't matter who you will meet, because you don't know what that person knows or who that person knows, and if they may be able to help them or you be able to help them. So just go.
Well, you remember in the words of Rod Stewart, every picture tells a story, don't it? Everybody has a story.
True.
And all you got to do is ASK. Apply strategy with knowledge. All you got to do is ask.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll get the world if you ask.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay people to say no. It's okay people to say yes. It's okay to see people, look, I got too many emails today. I got to call you tomorrow. It's okay to say these things. Because we are an imperfect batch of people.
Oh.
Now, what about your networking tips?
So for me, networking, first, it's because of networking that I improve my English.
Oh, good.
And I can talk about my business and everything is, yes, thank you to the networking. And of course, you can find at networking, you can find help for your business, but also personal. You can find any kind of person you may need or you may help also those people. So it's a great, great place to be.
Good. Now, on a more general topic, SCORE, SCORE.org, is a great organization in Charlotte. These are retired leaders that will help you in your businesses. It costs nothing for the small businesses and solopreneurs to take advantage of it. SCORE.org. They'll come from Charlotte to Lake Norman, park themselves in the chamber and talk with you one-on-one. Just got to look it up. Use every single tool you can to grow your business.
Oh, that's
because
great.
everybody has apparatus. We just got to ask for it.
Yeah.
We just got to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. If I'm drowning, I ain't being quiet about it.
Right.
You got to ask for help.
Always.
Never be embarrassed to ask for help. Extremely important to do that. Well, it's come to a close already. Look how fast this went. Holy smokies. Well, let me get my closing out of the way. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. I'd like to take a moment to, again, thank our wonderful guests, Valerie and Jeanne, for their insights on the opportunities and the challenges of being our fantastic and favorite French connection. A special thanks to our favorite producer and engineer, Mr. Bill. He does a great job. I can never forget how he's helped me do this. And I'll tell you, we're ready anytime to do another small business takeover, thanks to the WSIC and Bill and the mayor. And of course, as we end the show, remember, life is too short for bad radio. Keep listening to WSIC. See you soon. Happy Labor Day weekend, everybody.
Merci.
Goodbye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7.